Hello and welcome to Day 5, Section 5 of Learn PostgreSQL in 7 Days. In this section, we'll learn how to use mathematical operations with PostgreSQL. Now, before we get started, we're going to take a moment to review the solutions for Day 4's assessment. So, if you haven't completed this assessment, please stop the video and complete the assessment from Day 4. Otherwise, we're going to move forward and review the solutions. Let's begin our review starting with Problem 1. So for Problem 1, it's another day at the DVD rental store, and your manager needs you to query the database for all the customers by customer ID 1 through 10. The best way to accomplish this task would have been to use a between operator inside of a where clause for the customer ID column. Let's take a look at that query now. Select star from customer where customer ID between 1 and 10. Let's move on to Problem 2. So for Problem 2, later in the day, your manager asks you to query all the customers from the database except for the customers with a customer ID of 1 through 100. So the best way to accomplish this task would have been to use a not between operator inside of a where clause for the customer ID column. Let's take a look at that query now. Select star from customer where customer ID not between 1 and 100. Let's move on to Problem 3. So for Problem 3, it's the next day at the DVD rental store and a customer is having trouble finding a particular film. They tell you they know the film title starts with the characters capital T, R, U, but they're unsure how to spell the rest of the title. Write a query that will return the film matching this description. Let's look at the solution to this problem now. The best way to accomplish this task would have been to use a like operator inside of a where clause for the title column. We would pass the characters capital T, R, U inside of a string of single quotes, and to represent the remaining positions of unknown characters, you would have had to use the % wildcard operator. And there you have it. Let's move on to Problem 4. So for Problem 4, right after helping your last customer, your coworker asks you for help auditing all of the films that have a certain rating. Write a query for the film table that will return rows where the rating is G, PG-13, or R. So you might have guessed that the best way to accomplish this task would have been to use the in operator inside of a where clause for the title column. We would then pass in the multiple values that we need to check for into our like operator. Let's see the solution now. So the query would go like this. Select star from film where rating, and then we use the in operator passing in our values, G, PG-13, or R. At this time, let's conclude this video and introduce the next topic in this section. That concludes this video as we went over the solutions to Day 4's assessment. I hope you were able to complete these problems. Now, if for some reason you were not, you know the drill. Now that you have the solutions, I highly encourage you to go back to PGAdmin and give these exercises another try. Otherwise, we're going to move forward and introduce the next video in this section.